Amazing adventures to Norway. Discover the country of friluftsliv, or love of nature. Participate in a variety of activities in breathtaking natural settings across the nation. A Scandinavian nation, Norway is home to mountains, glaciers, and extensive coastline fjords. The capital, Oslo, is a city with parks and museums. The Viking Ship Museum in Oslo has preserved Viking ships on display. The starting location for cruises to the breathtaking Sognefjord is Bergen, which has colorful wooden buildings. Norway is renowned for its skiing, hiking, and fishing. Stunning Norwegian fjords with impossibly high sides carve huge interior gashes from a rugged coastline. From some of Europe's largest ice fields, majestic and magnificent glaciers slide down. Alternatively, the heart of Norway's hilly topography, which is reminiscent of the ramparts of several natural fortresses, gives way to rocky coastline islands that seem to appear out of thin air. Then, of course, there is the Arctic's pristine allure and stark, breathtaking beauty. These landscapes also provide a backdrop for some of Europe's most beautiful communities wherever you are in this most magnificent country. It is one of the most interesting and diverse adventure tourism locations in Europe, and enjoying nature there is very much an active endeavor. Most of the activities on offer, including world-class hiking, cycling, and whitewater rafting in the summer and dog sledding, skiing, and snowmobiling in the winter, may be enjoyed by anyone of reasonable fitness. However, some of the activities are targeted toward the young, spirited, and brave. These activities are an amazing way to connect with nature, whether you're here for the apparently endless summer possibilities or the soul-stirring northern lights in the winter. Norway's robust cultural life serves as a counterweight to its constant natural beauty. Norwegian cities are multicultural and exhibit the renowned Scandinavian aesthetic over the years. Bergen, Trondheim, and Lesen must undoubtedly be among Europe's most picturesque cities, and both urban centers and isolated rural areas are adorned with modern structures inspired by the Arctic. Norwegians have a deep-seated love of heritage as well as a drive for pushing the frontiers of creativity through their cuisine. A full calendar of festivals, many of which are well known internationally, is well worth organizing your trip around. Norway doesn't have many European rivals when it comes to wildlife. Depending on the time of year, you can see humpback, sperm, and orca whales off the coasts of Andens, Strait, or Troms, while the interior is home to wild reindeer, ancient musk oxen, hefty elk, moose, or seductive Arctic foxes. The puffins of Bleak and the migrating seabirds of Rund and Varanger are both highlights of birdwatching. The genuine treasures, however, can be found in Svalbard, Norway's high Arctic, where polar bears and walruses serve as the model species for a wilderness of extraordinary, dramatic, and perilous beauty. The size of Norway's fjords must be seen to be believed. They are the consequence of epic glacier action over the course of millennia. On either side of these ice-carved canals, cliffs soar. Some are sheer rock faces, others are gently sloping cliffs that are populated with farms and lush vegetation. A significant portion of traveling across this breathtaking region of Scandinavia involves navigating the hundreds of winding fjords that snake up most of Norway's coastline from the sea. However, the most striking are primarily found in the west and southwest, reachable from Bergen and Stavanger. You will be stunned after experiencing the 203 kilometers, 126 miles, long Sognefjord, the otherworldly Lysefjorden, and the Unesco-awarded Geirangerfjord. Northern Norway experiences the midnight sun throughout the summer, which illuminates the surroundings all through the night. The phenomena, which lasts anywhere from a few weeks in Bod to a few months in Longyearbyen, is brought on by the tilt of the Earth as it revolves around the sun. Turn time around and spend the time you would normally spend in your pajamas hiking, kayaking, mountain biking, or observing wildlife, just because you can. Wild campers are welcome to use Norway's beaches, mountain ranges, and national parks thanks to the country's right to roam, unmentioned, or every man's right. Pitch up beneath the stars while surrounded by some of the most breathtaking surroundings. Which location, among the hills of Jotunheimen National Park or the beach at Kvalvika in the Lofoten Islands, will you choose to sleep under the midnight sun? The privilege of wilderness camping comes with responsibility. Keep your distance from residences, abide by any fire restrictions, and pack up and depart your campsite as if you had never been there. Preikestolen, commonly known as Pulpit Rock, is an angular plateau that protrudes out from a cliff face over 600 meters, 1969 feet, above the Lysefjord, not far from Stavanger, seemingly defying the rules of physics. Many social media influencers have featured this geological oddity on their Instagram feeds, but you shouldn't let this deter you. To trek through sun-dappled forests, climb rocky steps built by Sherpas, and stroll alongside soothing plunge pools, go there in the off-season and arrive early. The 4-hour round trip requires some level of physical fitness, but the breathtaking vistas from Preikestolen to the fjord below make it all worthwhile. If this amazing experience only makes you yearn for more, Norway has a ton more hikes that you may take advantage of on your subsequent trip. Preikestolen, commonly known as Pulpit Rock, is an angular plateau that protrudes out from a cliff face over 600 meters, 1969 feet, above the Lysefjord, not far from Stavanger, seemingly defying the rules of physics. Many social media influencers have featured this geological oddity on their Instagram feeds, but you shouldn't let this deter you. To trek through sun-dappled forests, climb rocky steps built by Sherpas, and stroll alongside soothing plunge pools, go there in the off-season and arrive early. The 4-hour round trip requires some level of physical fitness, but the breathtaking vistas from Preikestolen to the fjord below make it all worthwhile. If this amazing experience only makes you yearn for more, Norway has a ton more hikes that you may take advantage of on your subsequent trip.